Everybody, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. I noticed my microphone seems a little low. I'm trying to get into my PC to turn it up. So hold on for a second. I know Becky's really good at this. Where's my little stream deck? No, it's like right down here somewhere. Sorry, talking before you had coffee. Hey, everybody, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Today we're working on the Feral Ghoul Hands. I have these foam hands that I made a while back with gloves on them. And I'm going to shoot a little bit of video. No sound. No sound? Oh, hold on. Hey, Gundam, good morning, guys. Can you hear me? I see the microphone moving. Brian says there's no sound, but it might be just him. I just know the microphone. I can see the readings a little low. It's just low. Yeah, see, that's what I was afraid of. Hold on. I did some settings on it, and it might have been too much here. Let me see if I can fix this real quick. Check. Yeah, I can see it's low. Yeah, it's very low. It's quite. Yeah, I know, guys. Sorry, I did some setting in my microphone because I'm trying to help get rid of the background noise, and so let me try something. Choose the game, maybe. Check. Is that any better? Is that any better? Check. I can see it moving a little bit higher. I turned the gain up a little bit. I know it's not the best, but yeah, Becky's right. Becky, so it's in the upper corner. Hold on. Crap, I gotta go on the computer, guys. Let me see. Hold on, Beck. I just gotta know where to access it. Speaker? No. Yeti microphone. Here we go. Yeti microphone. Check. Is that better? Check. That's speaker. Can you hear it now? More background noise. Volume is the same. Hold on. It says Yeti microphone. Why is it not? Yeah, I'm in the wrong. It's not giving me the right. Hold on, guys. That's not it. Let me a minute here. Hold on, guys, for a second. No difference. Hold on. Let's minimize Yeti for a second. Let me get into my computer. Hold on, guys. Let me search for my microphone. I was doing this yesterday, and I knew Blue Yeti settings. Hold on, guys. We're opening up the Yeti microphone. All right, hold on. Yeti microphone. Where's the volume on it? Hold on, guys. Where's the microphone? I see Yeti. Hold on. I don't want to remove the device. I just want to change. There's a volume on this thing. Where's the volume? Hold on. Hey, Becky, get a chance. You can talk to me, text me through my phone. Because I'm trying to get this fixed. You helped me last time. Sounds and editing. You have to go through the system. I'm on my PC, and it says sound and settings. Here you go. Master volume. I'm at the master volume. So let's see. Yeti microphone, master volume. Check your, yeah, hold on, let me turn the volume up. Check, check, check. It's still sounding really low. Master volume. My volume, hold on. Check, check, check. Let me crank up even more. Can you hear me? Is it any better? Check, 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 check. Doing it now. Is it any better? I cranked up quite a bit. Let me, hi everybody, join me. Sorry. Scroll down, input. Scroll down to input raise there. Okay, hold on, Beck. Input. Oh, there it says input. Got it. Microphone. Device properties. All right, here we go. Check, check, check. Is that any better? It's the same on Twitch. You mean the volume, guys? Sorry. I messed around with the microphone yesterday thinking it would make things better. Choose, yeah, I have, Beck. Yeah, I choosed it. I selected Yeti. I'm on it right now. It says Yeti, microphone, and I cranked up to like 87. And it's not. There you go. Is it better? How's that, guys? Hold on, wait, get some feedback. A little. Okay. What is, I was working with because I was listening to my previous recordings and there's a lot of background noise. I was trying to minimize that. I just kind of screwed myself. So here, hold on. All right, how's that? The iPhone is on max volume and not. It's louder. A little better. I know, everything's such a pain in the ass. Oh, you got your posters today? You're excellent, thank you. Hold on, guys. Let me check. Device. Start test. Test, test, test. Testing, testing. Yeah, it's like it's not test, test, test. You can see it's low. What's yeah, I gotta hold on. It's much better. Thank you, guys. All right, guys. Well, let me getting better. Let me go to my volume settings on the Yeti here real quick. Let's go through OBS real quick. Microphone. Properties. Yeti microphone. Yeti microphone. Okay. Yeah. Check, check, check. How's that, guys? I bumped up a little. It's well, it's just that yeah. Because I was doing some settings with my microphone. I know it's better when I'm closer to it. Let me try this. Hey guys, it is what it is. Let me try something else here. Okay, how's that? I switched to a different setting in my microphone. It sounds a lot louder though, but you're going to have to turn down the gain though. All right, Beck, hold on. All right, Becky, I turned down the gain. How's that? Oh, guys, I'm conversing with Becky here real quick. Going ape costume. I turned down the. Is that? Did I turn that down or I turned up? It's hard to tell on the gain dial. How's that sound? I see it does seem a little louder on my end with the still static. I wonder where it's coming from. Yeah, what I do, I did mess with my microphone a little bit, but all right, let me try something else. Okay. You know, Beck, I think about. You think I'm plugging my microphone and plugging it back in would do anything? Or would just be the same old thing, right? Somewhere it's loud, but not in the input. Not in the output? Probably same old thing. Yeah, I had this happen once before. I just need somebody who knows what they're doing. I'll tell you what, when this is over with, I think Becky and I will fix this, but let's get down to business, shall we? Sorry, guys. All right. Anyway, we're making Feral Ghoul Hands today. And I know you guys can hear me. I apologize for the audio quality. That's what I get with messing with my microphone. Just keep the volume at max. Where? On my computer or on OBS? It's like, sounds fine now. All right. Enough. We're done with the sound. All good. Let's get to handy. I'm with George. Let's do it. Okay. Move the microphone. I'm going to stand a little closer to the microphone now so you guys can hear me better. Less of a distance from us. That's how it's designed to be. Hey, thank you so much. Oh, sorry, get the volume on. Trina's Cosplay just subscribed. What? Why am I not hearing this? Where's my speakers? Hi guys, really quickly. Hey, Trina's Cosplay in chat. Thank you so much. Let me fix the camera real quick, guys. Don't mind the whooshy. Yeah, the sound's kind of crap, guys. Oh, you guys want to see the feet? All right, fair enough. Hold on, let me grab the feet. Trans, how you doing, man? Thank you so much for subscribing, which I thought you already subscribed. Or did it unsubscribe you? Or is a subscription for Twitch? Anyway, really quickly, guys, if you are watching me, hey, good day, mate. There he is. If you guys are watching me on Twitch, I am doing a simulcast. I'm streaming on YouTube and Twitch at the same time, but I have chat open on YouTube. If you guys want to come over and chat, pop over here. People are demanding to see the feet, and so I'm going to grab them real quick and show you guys the feet. There they are. Monster feet. These have been coated. Before I sealed them, I sprayed this 74 foam adhesive that made it really bumpy and textury, which was nice. And I did that first. Let's go overhead real quick. See, guys? Give a little bit of that texture and coat them with rubber. Can't wait to paint these. And I made an additional ankle because I realized I might have a little zipper or Velcro. Or just leave it as is because I think it's just made to cover so when the pant leg moves up and down, You know what I'm saying? But yeah, they just came out looking great. So happy with the feet. I can't wait to paint them. But I'm not going to paint these guys until we get. Yeah, no veins. It was one of those things where it's like I could have. I kind of forgot about it, and I was like, because I was so. Yeah, they're crazy, aren't they? Yeah, they got really nice and smoothed out with the foam clay. The foam clay was able to solve a lot of problems. I can't. Yeah, I definitely got to start painting these guys. But yeah, they're there. The big gnarly feet and the toenails. Yeah, those look great, don't they? Okay, so here we go. Whew. Let's get. Oh, let's get my contacts in it too, real quick. Okay, we have our hands and gloved wrist. Sorry. They're almost complete. I just realized one more thing I want to do. I went ahead and made some additional to add to their wrist. Is a piece of foam. I took 2 pieces of 1 inch, glued them together, rounded off the edges, and stuck a PVC pipe in the back. And that is because I drilled a hole in a 2x4 for the base to prop them up in. So we're going to go ahead, and I made 2 of them. I'm going to glue them on because I figured when I was building it'd be nice just to have a little bit of an extension on my glove, because I would like the glove to go a little further back on whatever I'm making. So let's get some contact cement on that. Let's get Molly, the hair dryer, not the drug. Yeah, this is pink, as in Molly Ringwald, as in pretty in pink. Don't you think? Doesn't everybody name their tools? Oh. All right. Push it like that. Nice. There you go. See, because gives a little bit more of a base to work with. Now, I could call these hands done. All right, so what I did is I realized I want to make the hands with all these knuckles we have right here in our hands, like these big knuckle parts right here coming down like that. So I went ahead, made a pattern to represent like my knuckle, right? But if you look at, see how they go, like this one shoots back here, this one comes here, you can kind of see it on your hands. So I went ahead and made a bunch of these out of 4mm foam. And I would glue them on to where I think they should go. And I like them. I just I cut this out of 4mm. I did a little bevel cut on them, and they're a little harsh. So I'm going to take a stone bit. I'm going to soften these edges really quick. Let's use a sanding drum. That'll be fine. And again, before I start, I can't recommend enough people put some earplugs in, because it will, over time, wear your ears down. So you got to make sure you protect your ears. So I'm going to mute the microphone too to spare you guys the loud noise. Okie dokie, I'm back. Now, the plan is to... There's so many things I wanted to do before we started streaming, but I had stuff a busy day yesterday, so I wasn't able to get to many things I wanted to do. But these are going to get glued on. So I'm looking. Let me get a marker. I want to kind of plot these guys out because when you look at your hand, the engine, it's like how the bones move back. They run. You can see it goes like from here, like back. That's where it joins up. This bone. And when it runs right next, like that, next to it. And this one kind of don't see as much. That one almost disappears really. And this guy runs right down here. All right. But these are little knuckle details. And again, I made them all the same length. So I'll probably end up cutting them at different lengths when I glue them on. So. Fantastic. Okay. Let me get some cardboard really quick here. Cardboard. Just my cardboard. So what we're going to do with the cardboard, I'm going to, let's do these two first. Make sure I like the length of this guy, right? So we'll do this first. Right like that. Let's see. Yeah, let's do this real quick. We'll take some contact cement on the back of this guy. Yeah, well, let me turn on my little fan real quick here. Get my little, I have a fan off camera that blows, so I don't have to breathe the glue. And put on my mask. Hold on, what's going on? Awesome. That's the right. You know, hold on. I realize what I'm going to do is I'm going to put contact cement on these guys, but I'm going to use some spray glue on this because if I start brushing the contact cement, my fear it's going to seep through and stick to the foam, and I don't want it to do that. I should have put rubber gloves on here first, but if I put the rubber gloves on, how would I get the thing? Yeah, never mind. It'll work. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna take this to the spray booth and we'll put some spray glue on these guys. Therefore, the glue just on the surface of the fabric, Because if I start brushing contact cement, it's just going to seep in. I don't want it sticking to my foam. Okay, got that. So let's go let that glue and the spray booth dry. I'm going to brush my contact cement on these pieces. Let's just go ahead and do them all at the same time here. Okay, everybody, while the glue is drying, I can catch up with chat. Yeah, sorry, again, I apologize for the weird audio issues we're having today. We might be able to fix this later today. Can you put rubber gloves in back? That was what I was thinking, but the problem is, I thought the same thing, but then you're gonna have the problem of the reason you can get your foam hands inside the gloves, you have to take the fingers apart. So if you take the fingers apart, you have to do the same thing with a rubber glove. You have to take the fingers apart, and then when you get to put the fabric hand on, you can't get the fabric hand over the. You'd be difficult because you have to collapse it to get in, and if it has a rubber glove in there, I don't know. I thought about that too. It's a little tricky. I was thinking about this morning. I'm like, can I? But I was getting ready to stream. And I thought I'll just go ahead and because I thought about making you'd have to disassemble the hand to put the rubber glove on, but then you'd have to stretch because the rubber glove is really forgiving. You could probably stretch it a lot, but with the glove, you have to disassemble the hand to get the fingers in the glove. If you put a rubber glove on top of the hand and try to do it, it won't. You won't be able to get it on. I don't know. I should have tried. Yeah, Jesse Jones, we thought that, but then you would be able, it'd be so hard to get the glove on. That's the reason why the fingers come apart. It's so you can get the fingers in there, because I've done plenty of hand things and you have to stuff them. It's like, and that's why I made this foam hand. But I think doing the spray glue will help prevent it from sticking. Okay. Leave that fan going because the glue stinks. So, all right. Woo! Yeah, that glue stinks. Man, it stinks. All right. Here we go. We're going to take this guy, our knuckle. Let's take the drier one of the bunch. It goes right on the top, like right there. Like that. See? This one goes like that. Like that. That. Nickel here. Like that, see? I tell you what, my original plan was to put like a thin upholstery foam on that, but the more I'm looking at this, I like this better. I might not put anything on top of this. I might just leave this as is and spray glue on top of it, just blend it all in, because it's, again, with these gloves, one of the plans is that I don't want them to look like monster gloves so much, because I really want to minimize sticking too much stuff on them. I want to keep them low profile so I can actually really move my fingers. So that's why keeping all this stuff really close to the surface. Oh, here's the thumb. And I did not get any spray glue here. Hold on. Let's get this guy first. Let's get these guys while the glue's still relatively wet. Like that. Comes down. Fantastic. This guy too. Oh, whoops! Don't stick! Oh no! I almost stuck there. I dropped the glue on the other side. Like that. It comes down the edges like this. Yeah, all right, got that. And then the thumb. Yeah, it goes like almost like right here. So this needs a little bit of glue. I'll be right back. We'll go spray some glue on this, guys. Should you make this a pattern? It's not really that complicated. It's like I always tendency to make a pattern for something that's a bit complex, or not so complex, but something like a helmet. But something like a hand, it's so individual to each person's hand, I guess. Like, and I'm literally making this up as I go too. So I have a general idea what I want to do, but at the same time, the one thing I have not done yet, which I'll get into in a second, is I cut the pieces. I have some 1-inch foam, and I cut fingertips for them, and there's like little blocks right now, And I need to, let's turn this blower off for a second. These guys, they're like little chunks, and they all have to be rounded. I have to round these guys all off. That's kind of, so I have to hook up the shop vac and a downdraft table. But did you make the hand vid? I'm working. It's funny you say it because I'm editing the Mega Man helmet right now, and that's my next video. Is I did make a video of me making the hands and how to make them. So yes, that is coming. So that's the video I'm making, is the how I made these, and that's why the first part of this video is me gluing those extenders on, because that's kind of like the wrapping. I want to have that in that video, like to have those, and then in the video I'll just show a quick clip of my foam fabricated hands and me coating with rubber and then taking them out and showing how it works. So this video in some way is part of that video, but I'm not going to, in the video, I'm not going to have the whole hand build in the video. I'm just going to say, here's the foam hands I made, and I put gloves on them, and then this is what it allows you to do, is you can stick stuff on it like I'm doing today, and I'll have a clip of a video of the hands, and I'll coat rubber on them, and then when it's done, I can pop everything out of it and then put the gloves on. And that's what I made the hands for. I wonder in the future you could wrap each part of the hand in plastic wrap. You know, it's what I was thinking about that too. It's not a bad idea to put something on the on these foam hands. We should have put Mod Podge on them. Brush some Mod Podge. If I had any creature cast, I think I might have some creature cast rubber. I might just I need to skin them with something. You're absolutely right. Maybe I should do that in the video. Ooh. Yeah, it would be wise, because if it's just raw foam and you put in a glove, you stick. It's good to have it sealed. It'd be better if those suckers were sealed. Yeah, see, you guys are right. Should have done that. Hindsight 2020. That's how you learn, people. All right, let me put these little things on for the thumbs. All right, so now the thumb, right? Like a knuckle thing. It's like right there, right? So that'd go here on this guy. It should be a little higher up. I'm going to do it a little bit right there. And have it come back. There you go, like that. All right, there we go. Fantastic. So we got that. Our next thing is we're going to extend the finger. Let's see, why is it? Hold on. I thought this was more. It's too much of a. There's a bit of a gap here in the glove. I'll make sure I get this a little bit deeper down on the fingers. Make sure. Stretching these gloves under your fingers. Pull that glove. There we go. Get it nice and taut. That's about as far as it's going to get. All right. There you go. The hands are coming together. Let's go ahead. Now these are the fingertips. And what I'm gonna do is I want the fingers to be just like an inch. I think it's an inch and a half, right? What is it? It's it's 2 inches. Is that 2 inches? Yeah, it's about 2 inches. So, I mean, these little guys, they're about 2 inches long. Hey, Neil, what's up? How you guys doing? Kathy says a sandwich glove may allow the parts to have enough room to detach and exit the prop. Oh, somebody asking? Yeah, they're the fingers come apart. I learned what it is that this is a thing I learned when it used to blow me away when I worked at when I first came out in the 90s. I worked at these creature shops. These guys had foam rubber. Ted the lunch lady. They had these plaster cast hands, and we'd have these foam rubber gloves. And to make foam rubber, you have to make a mold, bake it. And I'm like, how do you get? Because the hands, it's so intricate. They would do a hand cast, a plaster hand cast of somebody, like this, and it'd be a solid piece of stone, and they would cut the thumb here, so the thumb can come off, and they would cut these two fingers down, straight down, and come off, and so you could take it, put a spandex glove on it, in pieces, and then slide over so you have the hand, and they put it inside the mold, close it, and shoot foam rubber in there, and bake it, and pop it out, and disassemble it, and you had a nice foam. That's how they did the foam rubber hands and gloves and stuff for the movies, and I love that technique. And so when I started making foam or iron hand pieces, it was such an ordeal. And I said, why don't you just? So I was going to do a hand cast. Like, why would I go through the trouble of making a hand cast when I could just fabricate my hand out of foam? It's far quicker and cheaper. And so I did, and it worked. It took a little time, but so this is the first time I'm using them. So we're going to see how well they work, because I've been preaching it, and so let's see if they work. And that's what we're going to do today. We're just starting to build these hands. And I built them early with the purpose of doing this for my Feral Ghoul costume. We're so close, guys. The neck and tunic are done. The head's done. The feet are done. The last thing we have to do are these hands. And then we go on to painting. I'm really excited about that. Okay. I've been grunging. I'm trying to get. Oh, we'll do something really simple and fun right now. Overhead. Now, for all the fingers, I'm going to set this aside for a second. On the patterns, I made patterns. So this was the pattern right here for the knuckle. I just made a simple pattern and did this like 10 times. Right? And cut this out of 4mm foam. And then I have these. These are my fingernails. So this is the thumb. So I made 2 of these. Pinky. Made 2 of these. And for the rest of the fingers, I got these guys, so I made 6. I traced them onto 2mm foam. And I'm going to go ahead and cut my nails out first. And let me get a pair of scissors, which I have right. Hold on, I have them. Where are my scissors, Ted? Hold on. I just had them. They're there. I see them. Sorry, guys. I put my hands on them. SKS, that's his favorite thing. He's a great builder, but he loves painting. I'm a great builder, and I dislike painting. Like, I paint because I have to paint. And I'm getting better at it, but I hooked up with Spray Gunner, and Spray Gunner's hooked me up with all this stuff in their paints, and I'm going to start to paint, and I'm going to force myself to kind of start pushing the envelope with my painting skills and put more work into the painting and teach myself how to paint. Tim Gore is a makeup artist guy I really like a lot, and he does have a tutorial. Stan Winston's school about painting, and I would love to watch it, but I don't want to pay the money because I'm cheap. So I'm gonna ask my friends around if there's a bootleg of that video. I want to watch it. Painting is awesome. Pattern making sucks. Oh, Becky, we all choose our own battles, don't we? Okay, so that is I love pattern making, like figuring things out. And once it's done, I seal it. I'm like, ta-da! It's done. I've got 2 helmets up here I finished ages ago, and they just need to be painted. I haven't painted them because I'm just putting that off. I should just go ahead and finish them. I think I'm going to finish them and keep them, and then have them like a rental or something like that. Make something like a rent to people or something like that. Because that's my dream too, to make a bunch of stuff I can rent to people. All right, got that. Jerry goes, I want to do transforming. I want to do a transforming costume that opens up and reveals a monster under somehow armor with like fake arms, and a real one would pop out, and when doing stuff like that, so I could watch how they do it. Man, I have no idea what you're talking about. Like a transformation thing, I guess, or I can pattern. Becky, we know you pattern. Nobody's saying you can't pattern, Becky. It's just that I enjoy it a lot. And I won't lie, there's times where I buy other people's patterns because I don't want to. The reason I built that that Samaritan of the red Space Marine helmet thing I did is because I wanted to make one, but I was looking for a pattern. I couldn't find anybody's patterns, and so I ended up making a video on my own, making one, and then I eventually found a guy on YouTube that makes patterns for Warhammer. And I went, oh, finally, I found the guy. But I think I subscribed to his channel too. I got I'd like to make a Space Marine, so I don't have the place to put it. It stops me from doing a lot of things because it just don't have the space. I still have a Battle Sister costume I have, and it's in my shop right now because I really don't have a place to store it. Well, no place to store it safely. I don't want to get it damaged, and it's big, and it doesn't fit in a Foot Locker because everything's so huge on it. So I'm eventually going to. There's a friend of mine, Desert Rose Cosplay, who's coming to Los Angeles. She got a new job that she's relocating out here in July. So I talked to her and said, hey, man, when you get back out here, I'd love to get you in this costume so we can do a nice photo shoot. And I think she'd be game to wear it, so I like to put her in the costume and do some nice photos of her in the Battle Sister. All right. Oh, sorry, guys. Here's what I'm doing. So far, I got I'm cutting out fingers right now. Cut out the fingernails. Because we're going to do the nails very similar to what I did for the toenails for the feet. Is I like this really dense 2mm foam I got from WTF, which I have a bunch of it, and I reached out to him one time, and I don't know if he still sells it anymore. I don't see it on Amazon as much anymore. So granted, he might have just closed the company. Sometimes it's hard, especially during all the stuff we've been going through with COVID, and after COVID, then now with the freaking tariffs, I know it probably affected a lot of people's businesses. For example, Creature Cast rubber I love, and apparently he's out of stock right now. And I think the last he said is that he's having to find, but he has to find different distributors for the material he gets to make it. So I think something happened there too. So he lost some connections, but people used to supply him the stuff. Oh, Sean goes, I love the video at the con of you scaring people with the alien egg. Thank you, Sean, so much. That was great. There's a Jordan, somebody cosplay. Hold on. He let me get that name for you. Yeah, there's a gentleman that did that. He was fantastic. We were let me find his video really quickly. Did I not repost it? I thought. Oh, there it is. His name is Justin Dash Cosplay, and he was at Monster Palooza. It was Friday. I think it was Friday. I was walking around, and he saw me scaring a couple people, and he's like, "Oh my god!" He goes, "Hey man, can I just follow you for a little bit?" I'm like, yeah. And him and I would try to scope people up. I'm like, I'm gonna go for that guy, and so we'd walk around and try to get people, and he'd try to capture it. And my favorite one was this girl. She's chatting me up about the egg, and he comes around, gets a nice shot of her, and I just go, bop, and just, and she's like, oh my god, and it's great. So that was a lot of fun. So if you guys haven't seen that, that's on Instagram. The thing that's funny is when I posted on Facebook, a lot of people are like, hey man, you can put somebody's eye out. I'm like, what? Like, first of all, I don't go near anybody's faces. It's a jump scare. I let people get close. It's just about the scare. I don't go all the way out and grab people's faces. I just like to give a big reach and get a big jump. I know my limitations of that thing, and part of the difficulty when I was making that costume was when I first was making it. I realized that to get the jump, get the scare, and get the reach that I needed, it had to be I had to make the egg not as big as the movie, but a little bit smaller, but big enough to get my arm in. And I had to get my full arm in, so I had to get a majority of my arm. So there's a hole in the jacket right next to my shoulder, so I can get the majority of my entire arm inside the egg. And the egg is tilted, so the mouth is kind of facing you. So because it's not upright, I can't really do it upright, so I wouldn't be able to reach out of it tilted. So, and the mouth is big enough that I can get the hand out. And excuse me, I'm gonna sneeze here first. And in the build video, I made I talk about it. I made this really elaborate face hugger with the bladders and the side, all the detail, and it was so big and clunky. I had difficult bringing my hand in and getting it out fast. It kept bumping because it was so big, and I just end up streamlining the face hugger to be just a glove with long fingers. So therefore, you get the gag; it just comes out quickly. So. But it was it's such a simple gag and it got a great reaction. And after the convention, I got tons of emails of people like, where can I buy it? Like, and again, at first I thought it was kind of funny, but then I realized I'm at Monster Palooza, and at Monster Palooza, that's what people do. They bring their wares, their monsters and their costumes and things, and they sell them. They sell their masks, and they sell their creatures, they sell their displays. So when they saw me walking around, I had had a website, eviltedsmith.com, and they sell the egg. They just assume that was something that you could buy. And I kept thinking, why do people ask? And I finally realized, because Monster Palooza, that's what it's about. It's selling things. And so I told them, it's not for sale. I just had fun scaring people with it. But I wanted to tell people, like, well, here's the weird thing about it, Becky. It's like the price tag for that, for me to do that. I know that I could probably build it a lot faster now, or work the bugs out of it. But if I was to sell it, it would only pay for the egg, the gloved hand, and a fake arm. The jacket is on you. Like, I would show you how to do the jacket because it's a custom fit thing. I would make the fake arm with the shoulder on it. And that was the other thing, is I had a really great, this time around, when I first did, I had this loose fitting jacket, it didn't really fit that great. So I got a new jacket, and I built the arm with a bigger shoulder on it so I could stuff it in, and I had a strap on the top of the fake shoulder so I could pull it up and safety pin it to the inside lip of the jacket, so it would keep the shoulder up to hide my shoulder, so you wouldn't see my shoulder move because it was a fake shoulder. And that was the funny thing, is that when I took my daughter with me to Monster Palooza, and we're walking on, and she would always try to tap me to get my attention, but she's always tapping the wrong arm. She was tapping the fake arm. She's like, Dad. I'm like, what? And she goes, oh, I'm tapping the fake arm. And she did like 3 times. Kept tapping the fake arm. Pull out your QR code, and you can buy a pattern here. Oh, I sell the egg pattern. Can I do that, Becky? Hold on. Can I do that in chat? Can I put a link in? Hold on. That'd be great. Wait, guys, hold on. Becky has a great idea. Stand by. Hold on. Hold on. If that's possible, I'm gonna give it a shot, Becky. Do, 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 do. I was at 4. Yeah, I'm gonna start. I have to write down the numbers of what everything's on because I can't. I don't even remember half my stuff is. Oh my god. Hold on, guys. Stand by. I'll be right there with you. That's 4. Yeah, I need more patterns. Definitely. There it is. Yay, there it is. Thanks, Becky. Oh, QR code in the back of the... Oh, man, Becky. That's great. Damn it, Becky, that's a great idea. QR code in the back of your jacket. I gotta get one that works too. Sometimes I got one last time. It was kind of glitchy. I gotta get a nice QR code. I think there's a way to do it. I just gotta look it up and get a nice QR code. I think it's free now, right? It's easy to make one. Do it today. Oh, Becky, well, how about this? When the stream's over, can we talk? See if you can help me with this microphone, and we can talk to you about the QR code thing. All right, here we go. I'm falling this trap of hanging out with you guys. And this is what happens. I don't get things done because I hang out with you guys. I have too much fun. All right. Now that we have our fingernails cut out, these are great. We're going to keep these. Let's put these guys in a pile over here. All right. Okay. I would like, now I'm looking at this, guys. I think these knuckles probably could protrude more, but it might be a foam clay thing. We'll see. I don't know. Look at she's good. Okay, good. Nothing's sticking. Nothing's sticking. Great, great, good, good, good. So the next thing is we have these fingertips. And I went ahead and I cut these pieces. These are the pinkies. We set these guys aside. And we have some, I think they're labeled thumb, right? The big ones. 2 of these guys. Oh, they're there, huh? Yeah, so. And what I have to do is I have to grind these guys. We're going to round them off quite a bit, really. They seem a bit wide. I wonder if they could be a little thinner. They seem wide, don't they? Hold on. Let me get a knife, because I think these are just a tad wide. Now I'm looking at them. To save myself the trouble. Yeah, because they're more of a rectangle, less of a square. So hold on. Let me just fix that real quick. Yeah, okay, that's good. So what we'll do, we have the 2 pinkies and these. We'll keep 2 of these guys for the thumbs. We'll set these aside. And we'll trim the rest of these guys down. Yeah, they're a little bit too, yeah, a little too wide. So because we're just going to make these into fingertips. Very similar to what I did with the toes, which I don't think I did the toes on camera because I always try to do this stuff off camera because it's such a tedious thing to do and it takes forever. but I'm gonna try to do these very. These guys aren't that complicated, so I'll bring over the downdraft table once we get these guys cut, and I'll take a stone bit, a rotary tool bit, make it like a sanding drum, and we'll run these guys out quickly, and then we'll stick them on. All right. Okay. All right. Fantastic. Okay, so set that aside. These go, yeah, these are the thumbs. Leave these guys big. We got the index fingers. We'll move our hands. Also, I need. All right, guys, this is my downdraft table. It is a pegboard with some 1x screwed together with an MDF base I had left over, and I drilled a hole in it with the exhaust port. And I hook up a shop vac, so then when I'm working, I have the shop on. It sucks the dust into the table and not all over my shop. And they're really easy to build. There's nothing to them. Quite simple to make. All right, so I've got my fingers. Bring this up like that. I have, if you guys can, I don't know if you guys can see really quickly here. Yeah, I have my rotary tool and I have a hook hanging here, and I realize it's in the wrong spot. It should be hanging here when I'm working. So hold on, I guess let me just fix this really quick, guys. What's going on? Oh, I have to go shower. I'll be right. Okay, bye, Beck. See you in a bit. Let me get a drill bit. My drill bits. What do you mean? Hold on, guys. I just have my looking for my drill bits. Stand by. Is it that big around? That's almost too big. Hold on. Drill bits. Look at there. Sorry, guys. This is ridiculous. I misplaced my drill bits. All right, here you go. Got it. Do as I say, not as I do, right? Here you go. Alright. And now I can move this over here, which makes more sense. Yeah, so much. Why didn't I do this sooner? That's a weird place to put it. Okay, anyway. Yeah, this is so much closer. There we go. That's better. Okay. It's like I had it too far in. So this time when I'm dremeling, it can, okay, so much better. Okay. Whew. Now, this is my downdraft table. I'm going to take a rotary tool and a sanding drum, which I already, a rotary bit and a sanding drum. I'm going to run these guys off really quickly. And when doing this, I will have my dust collector, my particle mask, which I love. This particular brand, I really like these guys. It's a great one to have. Great mask. What? Holy crap, wait. Somebody said Creature Cast is back in stock. Hold on, guys. Stand by. Hold on. I'm going to my link. Semi-rigid. Add to cart. He does. Excellent, Becky. Thank you. Continue. Making sure she's got my address. Excellent. Hey, sorry guys, hold on. Hold on guys, it's a big deal. I've been trying to get this stuff for ages. That's why Becky can't leave us. Becky's not going to leave us. Who said Becky's leaving us? Oh. Yeah, I'm making you Becky. I gotta get, because I had a gallon that lasted me forever. I love that stuff. I was running low, and and every time I went back, I was out of stock. I already showered you, toads. Oh, Becky, the joy that you bring me. It's so funny. Okay. Let me, was that dust collector? No, let me get the shop vac. It's going to be a little loud. I'm going to have to grab the shop vac real quick. Hook up the shop vac for a second, guys. It's all hooked up. Yeah, Becky, that QR code in the back of the jacket was just, it's brilliant. It's like, there was a time I used to think like that, and I just dropped off. Did you think of having a full hour there? I had to share my hot water with my young male adult child. It's so funny. We have a youngster that lives here and takes 45-minute showers. So I do these Navy showers where I jump in, turn the water on, get wet, turn it off, lather up, and then turn it back on and get rinsed. Like, I try to use as minimal as possible. So just get the hot water before it runs out. Okay. I got my shop vac hooked up. I got this. I got my earplugs. I just need to run downstairs and make room for more coffee. Let me think anything else we need to do before I do that. Make sure I cover the base. Okay, this, get that. This should go pretty quick. I got a sanding drum, and with the shop vac, suck up the dust. All right, guys, I will be right back, so please stand by. Good job. Jesus for Christ. Okay. Alright, guys, I am back. Don't touch the mic. Don't touch the mic. I didn't touch it. I promise. Okay, here we go. Get my mask. I'm gonna put my earbuds in, and we're gonna hit the mute. It's gonna get loud, so. Okay. What works better when you plug it in? Okay, I stopped for a second. I'm going to show you guys what we're going to be doing next. Oh, the concept of your dust collector, I think, needs more holes. No, it's got plenty of holes. Um, you can get a metal grate. Here's the problem, because I originally had a piece of metal. Shit, that scared me. Sorry, Becky. I forgot to turn it off before I turned the mic on. The corrugated metal I had before is this big open up vent, and it was just open at the top, and dust was going into it. But is that you need this pegboard turned out being perfect because there's enough of it on here. It causes a suction. If there's more holes, because it's you're not blocking things. It's not causing as much as a suction. So the less holes you have, the more suction it has in certain areas. So granted, it definitely pulls more here, but I did box off and seal off all these corners and nooks and crannies with silicone on the inside. So when you have the air going, it's just good that it does when the vacuum is pulling, it does have a little bit of suction here and there because there's holes here, so it's drawing the air. If you have more holes, it doesn't have much of a draw. That's what I was telling you. I did have a metal screen. It didn't work as well. It's too opened. Wasn't forming a suction. I had a big metal mesh on top of it, and it was only just drawing the corner, but not drawn over there in the other corner. By having the pegboard on it and having all the holes and space between them, it caused more suction. So, yeah, increases the less it increases the instruction. So it works better because I end up like, oh, I have some corrugated metal, it'll work better, and I put it on there. It worked for crap, and so finally I put the pegboard on, and it actually started working. So I ended up going out and getting pegboard just to make this. Construction increases suction. It just made it pull better. That's why the pegboard is better, because I did the same thing. I just put a metal grate on there, and so all it was doing was just drawing the corner, but not drawing everywhere else. So now I stopped. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take the rotary, the sanding drum, and we're going to dig into the fingers. We rounded the fingers off, and now I'm going to cut a divot into them so we can put them on the fingertips. But I want to concave the fingertips a little bit. I do have. Let me see. I do have some. I have a sanding drum, but I think I'll see if the stone. I don't know if the stone bit would work as well. Yeah, I think the sanding drum will work fast. I'll always do that. We'll just concave with a sanding drum. I have a smaller one, right? Don't I have a smaller sanding drum? I thought I did. Where's my? Man alive, Ted. I gotta find my. There's some missing Dremel bits. But this drum I have on here is pretty rough, so we'll stick with that one. Yeah, let's do that. Okay. But concaving this will go a lot quicker. All right, Becky, she'll go elsewhere for a moment. I'm gonna go ahead, Becky, and get back to doing the concaves and the tip of the fingers. All right. Okay. Oof. Yes, Jesse Jones. It is amazing what you can do with a Dremel. That's why I always tell people when you get into cosplay, you get a craft knife and cutting mats, but eventually when you step up, you get yourself a rotary tool, a Dremel. Ted fed me tequila once and then cut me off. That's because you're a one drink minimum, right, Becky? It's like one margarita. I've been using the Dremel for over 20. Yeah, I love it. The rotary tool I got when I first came out in 1989, which you guys were here for when my Dremel finally died. It was the Dremel I had when I moved out here to California and started my work in the movie industry. And that Dremel lasted me forever. It was such a, just a, again, they don't build it like that anymore, but it was bulletproof. That thing lasted forever. I took care of it. I blew it out, kept it clean. And that was my rotary tool forever. And it died on one of my live streams. And I was like, holy crap. Like, we had a big farewell for it. Because it was with me for like, yeah. Used the same one for years. Almost 20, it was like 20 years, something like that, I think. Mind after a year, good one. Yeah, it's funny because I found they don't make them as quality. So when I spent the money and bought a better one, which I ended up switching. I think it's in my toolkit now, but this one I got from Dremel. It's Dremel sent me this. This was their 4300 rotary tool. It's the thing. I'm not crazy about the flex shaft is that it works, but it gets hot, which means there's friction on it, and it just gets hot, and it gets unreasonably hot. We can feel it through the plastic handle how hot it's getting. I'm like, should it get that hot? Really? Is there that much of a friction on it somewhere? The Dremel account is very active on Thread. Yeah, Dremel kind of burned me. I reached out to them, and they were like, "Oh, well, here's what you can do for us for free." I'm like, "No, I want to get a sponsorship." You did it with Egg Sisters, you did it with Kamui Cosplay, and they just blew me off. So I'm like, all right, forget it. So I don't promote them. I always say rotary tool in my video. You got a no name, and it's actually better. Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me. This I had a flick shaft, and eventually I had to replace it. It burned out. It broke. There was no tension on it. I realized because of the rotary tool, but it gets really really hot, and it's almost like because there's friction somewhere, it's making it get hot. And I'm like, should it get that hot? I don't know. Well, we got these guys. I got to find the pinkies. There's some that are smaller than others. Let me go ahead and let's take this off the table. Pick up my downdraft table, which I love it because it's portable. Okay. Oh, I need it. I just use it when I need it. Let's just go ahead and put it back where it belongs. Yeah, let me just tuck it away real quick. So, we have our fingertips that we made, and I think there's some pink. The smaller ones are pinkies. These two are the thumb. We know these guys are the thumbs, right? So these guys aside, there's 6 normal ones and small ones. So. Hold on, I think this might be a pinky. Is it a pinky? It's hard to say. Trying to find which one's the small ones. Yeah. Once you start grinding out, this all kind of turned into the same here. There were some narrow ones. I think. Yeah, this one. I think this is a pinky. I think that's a pinky. And this is that a pinky? Is that a pinky? Yeah, I think these are, okay, there. I think these two are the pinkies. All right. Okay, so now, straighten this down a little bit. Let me grab my gloves. So what we're going to do now, we're going to add fingertips to these guys. To make them just a tad, the thumb is the thumb, right? Like that. Like that. That's perfect. I have a way of blending these guys together, but we'll get into that in a second. Let's go ahead. And I'm going to take this guy. I'm going to get my scrap foam, which is great to have because when you do, you take a bit of glue like this. You dab in here like that. You take some scrap foam. All right. Okay. Like that. And then we do the same thing with these guys. Take a brush. Brush the thumb. Like that. So we're going to go ahead and just do all the fingers. Right? While we can with how. Let's do it. So put some contact cement on the fingertips of the gloves. Okay. All right, set these guys aside, let these guys dry. And now that the thumbs we know are drying, let's go ahead and do all the fingers here. This is, yeah, these two are the pinkies. So, dab a little glue in there. That and yes, just keep going. Let's do all the fingers. Because with contact cement, it's the thinner it is, the faster it dries. So I just dab it in there so I make sure I get a good coat on everything, like that. Set it down, leave the fingers. Okay. All right. Okay. So dry. Our last two fingers right here. Little dab, little dab. Scrap foam. That fan in the background you guys hear is 'cause it helps suck out the fumes when I'm working on this stuff. Okay. All right, get to this side. While it dries, let's catch up with chat. Today, guys, anybody here, I'm looking for Canadians. I've been advertising like crazy on my social media, and anybody in Canada, I reached out to some Canadian friends and said, let them know I'll be streaming live on my stream to let people know that I got passes. It's literally next week. I'm probably gonna do another live stream, just strictly to give away tickets because nobody's coming in and asking for tickets because all I have to do is come into my stream and say hello and subscribe to my channel, and you can get weekend passes for Gamescom Canada, powered by TELUS at Calgary. If you guys are Calgary, Edmonton is where it's at the convention center, and the weekend passes, which is the value of $216. And if you guys want passes, I had a whole bunch of people came on and asked for them, which were Canadians, and I asked other Canadians, hey man, direct people to my website. So I think my friend Panda in Canada did the same thing. So anyway, anybody here, I'm probably doing their stream, just a ticket giveaway stream. I thought people would pop in on my live stream, but unfortunately, it's just you regulars, which I love you guys. You're here all the time, which is fantastic, and I appreciate it. So, but yeah, trying to get these passes to people. It's funny because I can give them to people, but I don't want to give them to people who can't go. So I'm trying to get Canadians. I'm reaching out to my friends. I'm going to try to reach out to some other Canadian friends once the stream's over and say, hey man, tell people to come on my live stream. I'll probably do one on Wednesday. I'll probably do a live stream on Wednesday just to give tickets away. It's my and just post all over social media. Join me on Wednesday when I'm giving away tickets. Because nobody's coming in here on Sundays. So this is dry too. Let's get Molly really quick here on this, shall we? Yes, do the thumbs and the fingers there. Yeah, babe.
Robin brought you a coffee from Happy Habits down here for you when you're done.
Thank you. Says turn up. All right, guys. This is the thumb. We got my thumb right here. We're going to go like that. There, that's the thumb. See? Little extended fingertip, which is great. Got my pinky, same thing. Yep. Oh, it's on there now. I was thinking maybe I should aim the fingers down a little bit. Just same thing with the thumb. Maybe just tilt a little bit more inward like that. Oh, ooh, nice. Look at that. Yeah, I just want to put that extra 2 inches to make the fingers a little extra long and creepy. And another pinky over here. Same thing. Line her up like that. A little bit more downward. Yeah, see, that's a little bit better. See how it's hanging more like this? When I put this one, it's kind of more up. But I think that won't be an issue once you get the gloves on. So we'll do that. So when I glue them down, I'll tilt them down a little bit. So hang more downward. Kind of like that. Oh, wow, they're going on so beautifully. Long monster fingers. Oh, sorry. There we go. All right, and again, like I said, it's a little bit more of a downward angle on the fingers. Woo! Yeah, nice. Nice, long, creepy fingers. Okay. Same thing over here. All right. All right. That, wow. See? Look at those long, creepy hands. Now, what our next thing we're going to do is, hold on. I made some patterns. This is, I think this is a pinky. It's a pinky pattern. I want to cut this out of upholstery foam. It's going to go over the fingers like this. I'm going to do it out of a soft foam and not the, but this is going to be the knuckles for the foam. I'm going to use a softer foam. So it's going to go like this. You guys can see here. And blend in. But now, but I need to cut, I need 2 of these for the pinky and 8 for the rest of the fingers. Sorry. See, you guys can see it. See right here. All right. Set these guys aside for a moment. Let me grab some upholstery foam. Grab a pair of scissors. All right, this is the really thin upholstery foam, and we're going to trace these guys out. As it says in the pattern, I need 2 of these. Let me get a Sharpie, because I think this is for the pinkies. All right, show you real quick, go like this. And this is what's going to go over and add detail to the knuckles. When making these gloves, I was really concerned. I just want to keep everything low profile. When I mean by low profile, I want the gloves, because they're super thin. They look great as they are. So I don't want to make them look like big rubber monster hands. I want to add just small amounts of detail to them and use the glove themselves and just put some rubber on it. But also I'm going to go out and get some spray. This is a spray adhesive, which I like a lot. Hold on, let me go grab it so I can show you what I'm talking about. It's the Foam Fast. You know that technique I used to do with the spray 90, I get back a bit, it makes a little lumpy texture. This does it times 10. It just really foams up and looks great. And when it dries, it keeps the texture a lot. So I'm really liking this. So I'm going to be working on the alien egg soon. And this is one of the techniques I'm going to use for the skinning. The alien egg is using this stuff when I'm done with the foam fabrication. Skinning it with this stuff. Looks great. So I probably need to get another can of this because it's running really low. But I'm going to do the same thing on these hands because I like the texture. It works so well on the feet. And if I'd known that, I would have used it on the tunic I made and the head probably. But it just leaves a really nice texture that I really like. Okay. All right, those are two. Those are the pinkies, and I'm making 8 of these for the rest. So. So this will go P for pinky, so don't forget. All right. Oh, Drew goes, hey, Jinx, what's up, guys? Really quickly, Jinx Art in chat. Jinx, my dear friend. Hey, Jinx, I know it's going to be hard to believe. I'm actually not working. I'm unemployed at the moment. So now I'm going to make an attempt to see you because it's been like forever, and we talk about it. And you have a squirrel house I want to get from you. Just got to clean all the cobwebs and the spiders out of it. How you doing, Jinx? My God, it's been ages. Yep. But Jinx, you've always come to me, so this time I'm actually going to come to you. I just got to find, my kid's going to be out of school, because usually I drive my kids to school. Like, my days are kind of busy. But, 1, 2, 3, 4. They got to make, hold on guys, got to make 80 of these things really quick. So trace them while I'm thinking about it. Okay, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we need 2 more. All right. Now my plan is I'm going to put these on top of the fingers to kind of create this like knuckle look on them. And then when I do that, I'm going to go back in with a wood burner and do wrinkles on the knuckles and whatnot. But again, not adding too much to the top of the hands. I mean, to the bottom. I want to keep them very low profile, so they'll look really thin and scary. All right. Jinx says, just chillin'. It's been for Ben. I don't know, because we have families, we have lives. Just recently, yesterday we had a little eulogy or something for my wife's mother who passed last week. Dottie, my wife's mother, my grandma, our grandma, I married into. She passed, and we just had this thing for her. And it's been rough. I mean, it's like. So Lydia's been powering through, but it was a lot, and it's just yeah, it takes a lot out of people, and we just took a lot out of both of us. Just really quickly, I'm checking on the microphone again. Has the microphone improved, or does everything sound the same, or did it level itself out, or is it any different than it was before? I don't know. I'm definitely gonna. I think I'll definitely get help with Becky, and we'll figure this out. You know, I thought I had some razor blades. Razor blades would be perfect right now. Let me grab. Let me get the. Can I do it with just a? Let's get it. Let's sharpen this blade up really quick here, and we'll do this. Oh, thanks, Kathy. Yeah, it was. I've known Dottie since I've been almost like 8 years, 9 years. So I knew her for 10 years since I got married. It is a lot better now. Okay, good. Thanks, Jesse. Okay. What we're gonna do, guys, on these pieces, is we're going to cut them at a bevel. I'm gonna take the knife like this. And cut the bevel pretty sharp on it. All right. I'll tell you what. Let's just glue. I'll glue one on to show you guys what the results are going to be, because I'm going to wrap the stream up here, because it's just going to be a lot of this stuff repetitive, and I don't want to. It's going to take forever. So I'm going to glue one on to show you the technique, and then I will go ahead and do them. It'll be ready for so when we get back next Sunday, we'll have them ready to start coating them everything with the rubber and stuff. All right. So what we do is we take this stuff, and what you do is a great way to round things off is upholstery foam. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna glue the bevel side down. We're gonna glue the bevel side down. So we're gonna spray glue on this, and then spray glue on the finger, and then we just go like this, and you push it down, and it rounds everything off to create that look. So that's what we're gonna do. So we'll do that first before we wrap the stream up to show you guys the technique. Let me get my spray glue. Do I have any spray 90? I hope I have some. Oh, Kathy, guys. Kevin, thank you so much. Yeah, guys, thank you. Oh, thanks, Becky. Work on the mic. We will later. Yeah, let's get back to the spray glue. Let's go to the spray booth. Oh, my spray booth. Where's the... What? Wait a minute. Where's my spray booth camera? It's not reading my spray booth camera. Hold on. Damn it. That's good. That's good. It's plugged in. That's plugged in. Hold on, guys. Checking my connections. Spray booth camera comes through here. Hold on, let's try again. Damn it. Hold on, guys. My spray booth camera. Yeah. I'll be damned. It is not connecting. Thanks, Jesse. Well, I have to set that up. That's something Becky can help me with. I gotta get on OBS and hook that back up for some reason. I don't know what happened. All right. Okay. So since I'll just tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna just take these guys over and put them in the spray booth because the stuff does stink. So I'll be right back. Hold on. All right, guys. Let this glue dry just a couple more seconds, and then we'll show you the technique. And I just realized I sprayed the wrong. It's a pinky. Hold on. It's the pinky finger I did. Hold on. So yeah, this is I cut it and I realized there's the P's on there for pinky. So that's the finger we have to do. Clean these tendrils off. So a thin layer of the spray 90. And then I have the P-man. This is the knuckle lines up right like this. Over the finger like this. Maybe a little bit too far. That's fine. Anyway. And then you push it down, and it rounds off as you push it down like this. See? It kind of makes that weird little knuckle on there like that. There's a little high point on the finger. Maybe the same thing over here. It might be a little long in the finger, but that's all right. I'll live with that. And trim it later. That just like see there it is. There's your little bumpy knuckle thing happening here. So yeah, what I have to do is I gotta go ahead and cut the rest of these guys out and start prepping this. And my plan originally was to do maybe a thin thing of foam, using upholstery foam on top of this to kind of smooth this all out. I don't know, because I think once I start doing this spray glue on top of this and add the tech, it'll keep this all kind of bumpy like this, and I'll be able to kind of smooth all the detail, smooth these hard edges up with the spray glue. So I might not do that. I might just leave these, that, and then once I'm done and cut these out, and I still have the fingernails that we cut out. You guys can see right here. Yeah, that's like the thumb. Same thing. All right. All right, everybody, that was fantastic. Oh, microphone. Uh, that was the bit of an adventure on this one. Yeah, I like the fingertips. I like extending the fingers, and then once we do the foam on top of them. No, Jesse, it's like everything else. It's just like the overhead camera, face cam. It's all hooked in my computer. I just unplugged it, replugged it. It just sometimes OBS does that, so then I have to go in my settings. I think well, it says spray booth, sources. Hold on, I gotta find sources. That's right. Well, I'll deal with it later. Yeah, it's just I'm can you have my Borg headpiece? Hell no. I love that Borg headpiece. Love that thing. Yeah. I'm still trying to get the weight off so I can make it again. Did your OBS replace the third camera with another? No, it's just there's nothing there, Becky. It's just like I got the overhead face cam, and then when it hit spray booth, this is black. So it's there. It just I got to reconnect it. So I know you walked me through this once before. There's a way you can do it. You go to your sources and you can find it. I just for some reason it just turned itself off. There's media source. Once the stream's over with, I'm gonna mess with it. But guys, again, everybody, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. Then first, wait, what said? When you switched over to the spray booth camera, the screen went black, and I thought that my screen on my TV died. Oh no, that's just my connection. Sorry, guys. That was my problem. I have news about the broken ankle. Let's go on. So I have news about my broken ankle. Have after 1 year, 5 months, and 23 days, I've been discharged from workman's comp medical staff. Nice. That must have been a bad break, Kathy. Break ankles. I mean, it is a weird place. It's a tough. It's because you have to stay off of it for so long because you can't put any pressure on something, and you have to limp around and have your foot up all the time. I broke my arm once in a motorcycle accident. I was in a coma, so I missed it. But it was my only time I broke anything. But so no more motorcycles for me. I'm done with that. But guys, again, everybody, thank you for hanging out today. I'm gonna have to do a separate stream and start plugging for Wednesday to do a Gamescom Canada giveaway tickets because nobody came in today. It's ridiculous. I advertised the crap out of these. So I got to reach to my Canadian friends and go tell the Canadians to come over to my channel. It was a Joe Tishman kind of break. Ooh, what is that? I do not know Joe. Is it an athlete or a sportsman? All right, well, guys, everybody, thank you so much. Hey, Jinx, I'm going to text you today. We'll make some plans to catch up. I haven't seen your face in like forever. But we're going to wrap this up today, guys. Everybody, thank you so much. I love Canada. I know. I do too. Guys, I will not be streaming next week because I will be gone and I'll be in Canada next weekend. I'm so... Oh, foot facing the wrong direction. Ouch. Oh my God, that's a bad break. Ugh. Ouch. Oh. Go sports. Yep. Oh, Ken is best. Okay, Jinx, thank you. I'll look into that. Anyway, guys, I gotta wrap this up because yeah, next weekend I will be at Canada. I fly out Thursday, and I'll be there for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. It's gonna be an action-packed weekend. I'm gonna try to do some streaming from there if possible. I know they have a really good Wi-Fi and stuff because it's a gaming convention, so they're really gonna be set up for that too. It's gonna be nice. I'll be doing my workshops too as well. And when I get back, I go to Anime Expo. I'll be judging the costume contest. Unfortunately, I will not have a booth because they will be keeping me busy at the judging costumes. So yeah, it's gonna be insane. Gonna be a lot. I'm gonna be busy for the next couple of months, guys. Again, thank you so much for hanging out today. Great stream as always. Oh, thank you so much, Kathy. I will keep you guys posted on the hands. I'll do some social media posts. I'm gonna go ahead and add all the foam knuckles to this today, and seeing how it looks, I might add some foam at the top of the hand to kind of even. We'll see. I'm not too sure yet. I like the low profile and the stuff. So, all right, guys, thank you so much and I'll catch you back next time right here on the Evil Ted channel.